Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Life of the Boys podcast. But this is just for me today. It's no one else, just me. It's like 1:30, so yeah, that's cool. Well, today we're going to be doing a tier list, but this is just wrestling, so not many people want to know because most people are basic losers. Football, baseball, hockey, golf, basketball. Pansies. Wrestling is the way to go. Go turn on TNT on Wednesdays and USA on Mondays and Tuesdays and Fox on Fridays. It's great. So we are going to be doing a tier list today on WWE Finisher of 2020. There's a lot of names here, so there might be some release wrestlers on there. When they went on a whole rant firing people when they didn't have to during the middle of a pandemic because they're, Vince. He's Vince. We know he's a Republican, but he's trying to set people in the cheap seats on fire. We know he's a Republican. That's cool. So we're gonna get to the tier list and we're gonna get on with it now. I gotta get my screen up. If you see that little green launcher, I'm transferring some files over. It's about slowing down my computer like a crazy person. But we're gonna be moving this around here, and we're going to be going right now. Wait a minute. Did I even hit I'm pretty sure I hit that record button. Yes, I did. We're going to check. Did we? Yes, we did. Now we're ready to roll. We're going to be starting with, sorry, my glasses, so I can't see too well. Oh, almost 6:30. That's Mustafa Ali, the 054. Splash, not the 450. It's the 054 splash. It's a 450, but it's the same way a shooting star presses a moonsault, but it's from a different direction. Moonsault's a backflip. Shooting star is a front. Well, actually, no, it's a standing backflip. It's a backflip, but it's a 450 splash, but from a different direction and an opposite flip. Yeah. So the 054 splash, it's a great move. It's phenomenally impressive for Mustafa Ali, for anyone, and he would actually do it. And I'm going to be ranking these based on not just legitimacy, but if it's over. If it's over, it's going to be up there. If it's legitimate, it's going to be up there. And yes, the stunner is legitimate. Do not question it. I don't care. My neck will not be crunching, and you see how the rock stood. I'm not sure all that was over. So I'm trying to light down. Oh God, Bernie Mac black. Oh, there we go. I guess it's gonna be as low as it's gonna go today. So got something in my eye. before I'm gonna rank it B tier. I'm only ranking it B tier because it's not it's over, but it's must have if he was over, it might be even higher on this list. But 619. S. It's automatic S tier for 619. The 619 is beautiful. It's a tiger fake kick. And then Io Shirai also is doing it now, and it's chef's kiss because it's Io. Yeah. Io's my girl. Yeah. That's the South Side. How about that? The 619 with Rey Mysterio. Yes, it's great. But the one thing I don't like is the 619. It also transitions into a splash, which makes no sense. I've seen Kevin Owens hit splashes on people, and they have pinned absolutely no one. This man hits a splash, nothing, game over. No one kicks out. That part irritates me so much. But the 619, regardless, it's an S tier move. It's always, and it's over. It's over like Rover. Dial up the area code 619. 619. Yeah. The area code. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, zoom in again. Sorry about my terrible vision. There we go. 630. Ricochet's over. That's where it's the 630 is a set of senton with a lot of rotations. He's never met a move to add a rotation to. That's just common sense. That's a quote from Adam Blampied. Yes. Shout out. He works over at Parks Unknown and Wrestle Talk. So the 630, it's a senton. Any type of senton. If you see, I'm like Brandon does everything. but when he sees Spanish Fly. But when he sees Spanish Fly, do the same thing when I see a senton. Sentons are beautiful. Sentons are shemexy. When I played WW2K20, when I first got the game, yeah, I know it's trash. I know 2K19 is better, but bite me. Okay, great. So when I seen it, the senton, I had a running senton as one of my moves when I was on the ground. It's one of my, I just ran the ropes, hit the senton. Chef's, I fell in love with the senton, and now it's also one of my guided moves. Yeah, it's over. Six, is that what I think it is? No, I'm sorry. That's what I think. I'm going to zoom a little bit more, just to be clear. No, God forbid. No, we're creating a new tier. Actually, no, no. For those who can't see it too well, I need a new tier. Add a row below. I apologize if I'm wasting your time, but add new rows. F F minus. F minus. That is where the AA will go. The attitude adjustment is the most disgusting, overrated move in the history of pro wrestling. I have never seen a man hit so many AAs in one match and everyone kicks out. It's a transitional move. And then he has the 5 moves of doom. He first of all, he gets beaten mercilessly, then pops up like he's got a rocket up his butt and hits 2 shoulder tackles. Oh, I guess the slam. Then he gives the 5-knuckle shuffle, also known as, it's actually a term for something else that I can't say on YouTube. Google it if you want to see it so bad. Want to know what it means so bad. And then he hits the AA, kick out at 2, and then it's an endless cycle. I don't understand why anyone uses it. And then he adds the 6 move to do. You already can't see him. Yes, we clearly can. And then he enlightened this. Ugh. If you want to bury Elias without saying it, that's the way you do it. But Control F. Oops. So that's the problem. It's terrible. His whole moveset. He's great. He's a great wrestler. Great. But his AA, the fist. Also, the only saving grace from that fist was in the first time he hit it. Corey Graves is the greatest. I don't care what you say. He's the greatest. Tonto. I don't know what he said, but he said something, and it's phenomenal. That's the only saving grace to the terrible mistake known as the AA. And don't even get me started on the STF. You can't just do a crossface and apply 0 pressure. It doesn't work that way. That's not how it works. Stop doing it. So that's F minus accolade. If you underestimate, it's not S tier. Rusev's over, but it's not S tier. I have to put this B. I like the move. It feels legitimate. It's something about it. I just don't, the execution. Now, I can move up to 8 here. He stomps on your back, puts on a crossfoot, and sits on your back. That is devastating to my back. I don't want to see it. I'm sorry if I'm zooming in again, but I can't really see him. Like, there's a lot of them here, and they're really zoomed out. Oh, sorry. Oscar Lock, S tier. Do I have to speak? Oscar is phenomenal. The Oscar Lock is phenomenal. Oscar is the most devastating striker I've ever seen. She kicks like Daniel Bryan. Kicks you so hard your lungs pop out. But it's beautiful. So that's an S tier submission. Submissions are funny, but Oscar is great. So is the Oscar Lock. The bank statement. You go back to 2016 and look at the ones she hit with Charlotte Flair, when they were playing catch with the title. Yeah. Look at those bank statements and how she did them and the way Charlotte bends. That proves everything the bank statement is. Screw the STF. I can't say screw the crippler. The crippler's pretty good. I don't know if I should speak anymore on the crippler, because he's who shall not be named. If you heard just type in crippler songs into Google if you want to understand why he who shall not be named. Okay, next one. I guarantee you, all of you want me to put this in F minus. Maybe make a new tier. But the Bailey to Belly. I love the Bailey to Belly. I really do. It's a horrible finisher. But when Bailey in 2020 started using as her SIG, Bailey, especially when she hits on Sasha Banks, phenomenal. Then she has the Rose Plant now. If you guys don't know what the name is, because I'm the only person who seems to know names of finishers these days. Beautiful. I want to put it at A tier, or S. I can't put it S. I can't put it at A either. I put it at C tier. It's a basic belly to belly suplex, but it's beautiful. I love it so much. It's all about how Bailey executes it. It's her hug. It was her hugger character move. Now it's just her thing. Mandy Rose. Okay. First of all, no one knows the name. It's actually called The Bed of Roses. And it's basically, it's a fairy tale ending. It's a double underhook face buzz. It's not, well, if I say like a double underhook face buzzer, that's basically the pedigree, but it's a double underhook implant buster. That's the way I'm going to leave it at. It's the fairy tale ending. And when she hits it because of her very not wrestling moveset, I'm sorry, miss. Couldn't buy a win with Dana Brooke if I tried. Hey, dear. It's a great finisher. I don't know why she's running around hitting knees. I don't know if she's Tony Nese or something, but she's hitting people with pump knees and not pinning anyone. Okay, I just don't get it. But the Better Rose is beautiful. The big ending. Okay. I like the big ending, but the legitimacy is not there. He takes all the brunt on his shoulder. Like, I'm surprised he doesn't hurt himself. He hurts himself more than he does because he's planting them softly. It doesn't make any sense. It's a D tier move. It's over, so I guess I can put it at C tier. But no, the bitter end. Let me explain what's keeping it S tier. It's not going at S tier because when it comes to Pete Dunne, the best technical wrestler, and he's a fierce strength. Why is he using the bitter end? It's not only a move built for fluffy boys. It's the move not built for him. It's just doesn't make sense for him to be doing it because he's a ground and pound brawler, not a technical savage or a good wrestler with a great finish. He's a great finisher. It's not going S tier because it's not for him. All right, Bobby Nasty. Oh, sorry, Brandon does everything. Bobby Lashley, our current WWE World Heavyweight Champion. His spear, not the Hurt Lock, but the spear. I'm pretty sure Hurt Lock's probably not here, but the spear. His spear is horrible. It's like, I love the spear. Let me tell you something. I have a spear ranking, and it comes with, you got number one, Goldberg, because he's goated. His spear's goated. The best there ever was. The best there ever was. The best there ever is. The best there ever will be. No, so I don't copyright it. Brett. Rhino, number two. The Gore. And Roman Reigns at number three with his spear. There's no questions. Edge, stop doing the spear. Christian Batista, Bianca Belair does a terrible spear. Charlotte does a pretty good one. She pops it out every now and then, but that's kind of cool. Bobby Nasty, he has a little flip to it, which is, I hate it. Oh, sorry. We're going to be replacing those files. I apologize if you haven't seen all that. Great. It's a terrible spear. It's like disgusting. It's just hit you with the arm. Someone sells it out of it for no reason. It's terrible. It's not even over. And then here comes the bro Derek. It's an inverted neutralizer. But it's over. It's flawless execution. I see some legitimacy there. I mean, Strong dude. If it was he hit on Sheamus or not Sheamus, he plants people. I'm gonna put C tier. It's not terrible. It's pretty much it's the bro kit. We're just gonna move on to the bro S tier. The legitimacy's there. It's over. You hear the connection without the thigh slap, which automatically makes it A tier minimum. And then it's Sheamus hitting it. I understand Sheamus ruins things, you know. Remember the King of Ring? That crown, 1-800. Crown just get 18 seconds. You know, he ruins things. But Sheamus is great. I love him as guy's champion. Even though I don't believe maybe my nationalistic qualities doesn't believe anyone outside the United States who's not from here should hold the belt. It's just me and my nationalistic qualities. That's no problem. Let's move on. Ooh, what the heck is that? Oh, Candice LeRae. Almost didn't know what that was. Candice LeRae with her springboard moonsault. B. It's over. It's a great move. It's nothing against it. It's just it's her finisher. I don't know a lot about Candice LeRae. I know a lot about wrestling, but yeah, it's I guess B. I'm not gonna hurt her for it. The cave in. It's a coup de grace, but by a heavier dude running a lot faster, but not coming from the top rope. He just stomps on you. That's it. Corral doesn't say move, but Cameron Grimes really puts some oof into it, like he wants to kill your chest. So that's over, like Rover. I like it. I love it. It's legitimate because that little case of your chest saying F this, I'm gonna break so I don't have to take it. So that's going straight to A tier. Oh, it's a transition move in my 2K. The legitimacy in the German suplex is always going to be there. It's the net. The Olympic guy hits one. The O'Connor roll German. The power of why legitimacy is there. The over is there. I'm putting an S tier. I know it's just a simple German suplex. It's an O'Connor roll into the German, which means you got to be a strong boy to do that. You got to roll backwards with them, and then you have to pick them up off the floor. German. It's a deadlift German. And it's beautiful. And I'm not going to hear, you can say it in the comments all you want, but I love Chad Gable in his O'Connor roll German. Please put the IC title on Chad Gable when you have the chance. Us here. Claymore. I mean, really? Two-time WWE champion. I have his shirt. Talk less Claymore, baby. First things first. WWE, hire Samoa Joe back. I don't want to see Byron Saxton on commentary anymore. I could care less that you replace Tom Phillips for reasons with Adnan Burke, but I love hearing Samoa Joe every time he says, "Give us a kiss, Mr. Sack." It's beautiful. Bring back Samoa Joe. I don't care where you put him, just bring him back. The Claymore is devastating. Kick straight to the face. That's it. He kicks you in the face. The code of silence. Okay. Okay, the legitimacy is there. No, it isn't. It's not. But it's not really over. It's over, but it's as over as the Candice LeRae's moonsault. But I like the move. The move fits Carmella. I don't know why. Even if I just don't something about it. It fits her. I don't. Speaking of Samoa Joe, the Cohina Club. Come on, man. Why'd you take Samoa Joe away from us? We deserve better. The Cohina Clutch. Is there anything we can say about this? Okay. Legitimacy is there. There's no questions about that. Legitimacy is there. He wraps his arms around your neck. He chokes you. And then wraps his legs around you so you can't move. It's over because he nearly beat Brock Lesnar with it, and we'll get to him later, the coup de grace. Do I have to say anything? There's a 190-pound Irishman jumping off the top rope with both of his feet driving into your chest. Anything else you need to hear? Anything else that makes you think, oh, this move should be ranked lower? Nothing. Nothing about it can. And I'm not going to move it lower. It's going to stay where it is. That's fine. Curb stomp. A lot of S tier moves we got here. The curb stomp, as they call it the stomp now, because of the curb stomp aspect to it, you can literally stomp. You stomp his head into the ground without hesitation. You take your foot, you drive it into the back of it onto the back of his head into the floor. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins is the 4-time world champion. Have a nice day, everybody. And then he's Seth Rollins, like the drip master. Like, I swear it started raining every time he comes on SmackDown. Blackman, S tier. Is there any question about it? The man does a roundhouse kick. Hits you in the face. So clean, so fast. Goodbye. The only time it's ever looked bad was when the one he did on Lars Sullivan in NXT. Yeah, it was terrible because it missed him and he still sold it. And then he kicked out of it, which irritates me to a level I don't understand. That's cool. So, also, fun fact, like we can cancel Adler, Aleister Black, because we found him on SmackDown delivering some kind of a promo. Good job. We found you. Good thing we know it wasn't personal, because they only fired your wife and everything because she kind of refused to delete her accounts, and because she was making more money off them, she was with the company. I guess they kind of made the Republican Vince Cross. Back, this armor. S tier. It's the legitimacy's there, depending on the way she locks it in. And it's beautiful. And it's over like Rover. And then it's Becky. She's a serial troller. That's the real finisher. The serial trolling. I mean, let's see. I'm sorry I don't see this too much. EC3, the 1%. The TKO. It's an RKO, but from a fireman's carry position. And it's the fireman's carry. Boom. It's also known as the Rack Attack 2.0, but we don't care about Nikki Bella anymore. Ever since they got booed out of WrestleMania because Becky Lynch just didn't happen to be there. Yeah, that's cool. The 1% EC3. I don't know much about EC3 because, when I started watching wrestling, EC3 was kind of, never around because, the whole WWE doesn't push. Eclipse. It's a stunner. People should know how I feel about the stunner by now. So this is going straight into A tier because why not? It's sexy. The fluidity into the stunner. Indy Hartwell. Indy Hartwell let me tell you how legitimate the stunner is. Indy Hartwell got hit with the Eclipse. She walked around with a neck brace on for a month. That's as legitimate as it gets. Calm it down, people. Oh, it's kayfabe. Yeah, if you think so. But it's not. All right. What is this? Edge's Sphere? Oh, God. Yes, Edge's Sphere. Oh, I'm not going to give him the John Cena treatment because people don't kick out of it, but it's terrible. It's a horrible. I'm not going to give the Bobby Lashley treatment. I'm not going to give him any credit. His Sphere is horrible. Like, he hugs you and then playing too far to the ground. He got away with it because no one was doing it, but yeah. It's D tier. It's C tier, but it's only C tier because I don't want to put him in the same category as Bobby Lashley and the AA, which gets its own category. I'm pretty sure Not Mouse will make it here. That looks like the drift away from Elias. It's a fisherman neck breaker, a fisherman swinging neck breaker. It's clean. There's nothing wrong with it, but the thing is, everyone kicks out of it. No, everyone kicks out of it. Like, it's not even over because Elias gets himself over. He's the Zack Ryder over because he can be a heat magnet as a heel. God, sorry, my back. If you don't like this, get off. If you do, I'm selling my back scratchings on OnlyFans. Okay. End of days. Anything to do with Baron Corbin gets S tier for me. Baron Corbin's phenomenal. The end of days is phenomenal. It can be hit out of nowhere, believe it or not. It's beautiful. So cool. And this looks like either the lumbar check or the end of heartache. It's a suplex backbreaker. Beautiful move. Phenomenal execution. I don't remember anything kicking out of it. Somebody probably has. Maybe they hit on Keith Lee when he lost that title. But I'm gonna give it a B tier. It's nothing great. It's it's pretty good. The Messiah of the backbreaker. Seth Rollins did not copy. Do not say he did. He didn't say much about all the NXT stuff. I'm not really the most avid NXT fan. I might not be doing NXT reviews as much as I would do Raw and SmackDown. F5. Really? If we forget about 2018 WrestleMania 34's main event, the F5 is the most phenomenal move in all of entertainment. It's a fireman's carry face buster, maybe. Yeah. He picks you up on his shoulders, flips you, plants you face first on the floor. If we excuse WrestleMania 34's main event, it's beautiful. It's a phenomenal move. It's performed by the best of all time, one of the best, Brock Lesnar. So, boom, S tier it goes. Got to zoom back in. Hate you if you don't care. The fairy tale ending is going to go same. We're going to move Mandy Rose down. She's not over. He is. So we're going to same treatment. It's the same move. I'm not going to keep going in depth with the Feast Your Eyes. It's an inverted. It's a GTS, but from a torture rack instead of a fireman's carry. It's basically the GTS is where you go into fireman's carry on your shoulders, and you take them off your shoulders and kick them, kneel them in the face. That's what the Feast Your Eyes is, but from a torture rack, which is basically not on your shoulder, but flip on your shoulders. It's Donald Dijakovic's over. He was over before they put him in a mask and looked like Bane, but Bane, when he put him in a mask, made him look like Bane and Predator. The Feast Your Eyes is great. He's a big boy. And that makes it even better. I love me some big boys. No homo. What is that? The figure 8. The figure 4, but with a spin to it. 8 here. Beautiful move. I can't explain what the figure 4 is, but it's a figure 4 is a protected move. If you think the figure 4 is protected, you should look at the figure 8. It single-handedly destroyed Rhea Ripley's career for a whole year. I mean, is there anything else I have to say about this figure 8? Oops, might hit that. The figure 8 leg lock. Oh, Leon Ruff and his frog splash. Don't even know who 205 Live, I'm assuming. B. No, frog splash wasn't that good. It's frog splash from a tiny dude. I mean, I hate it. The Gargano screen. It's an arm trap crossface. If you give me any type of crossface that's not John Cena's STF, I will applaud you. Because there's nothing better. If you look at any of the ones that get on Adam Cole, they're the most devastating thing you've ever seen. Looks like the glorious DDT to me. Implant DDT. It's just a DDT. Some people say, and I say, go suck yourself because it is beautiful. The glorious DDT is glorious. It's still Robert Roode before they put him in a tag team with Dolph Ziggler. So hop off. Go check yourself out. A couple of those glorious DDTs. You might enjoy your life sometime because it's a beautiful move. It's a DDT, but you pick them up. Finger put. It's also known as the execution. Also known as face first if you speak Michael Cole. Hammerlock DDT. I don't understand why people like the hammerlock DDT. It's a DDT, but he puts his arm behind you. Does that mean something to me? Is that supposed to make the move hurt more? That's to keep me down for a 3 count? I don't get that part. Haluva kick, A tier move automatically, the A tier of the haluva kick, because not only is it sculling ass, because it's a big boot, but you're standing in a corner against a steel turnbuckle with an inch of padding over it. Then you get kicked in the face by Sami Zayn, which is a phenomenal thing because Sami Zayn is the best dancer in the world. Who cares about anyone else? But Sami Zayn is the best dancer in the world. That looks like the hoverboard lock. Oof. Our new cruiserweight champion, that looks like. Hey, tier, it looks pretty devastating. It's basically a Kimura, but with a lot more to it. I'm not going to say it to anything else, actually. Insane elbow, S tier, there's nothing more. Everyone who's seen the insane elbow knows about the insane elbow. It's the best elbow drop you've ever seen. And with the exclusions people's elbow. Troll. What is this? Io Shirai's over the moonsault. S tier. Her moonsault is so clean, and it's Io Shirai, which automatically means she's going to ARS. Shut up. Troll. So there's nothing else about that, really. Did they list Undertaker's finisher on here as a choke slam? Oh, it's Rowan. It's the Iron Claw Slam. Rowan was over. He was devastating people until Drew McIntyre came along. He killed him, and then he got fired. B tier. It's a choke slam without the choke, but it's a mandible claw. Well, no, it's not. It's the Iron Claw. He just puts his hand on your face and slams you. There you go. That's it. Swanton. A tier. Simply. So Swanton rip Jeff Hardy's back. We like to hold a funeral to restore honor to Jeff Hardy's back, as he has done so much for us with that back. Like, he has hurt himself miserably with that back and can't be recovered. The chiropractor. Okay. No, see, I don't even know what to say to chiropractors because it changes it every time I see it. I don't get it. Kai is over, I guess. She's the NXT Women's Champion. I can't wait for her to turn on her so they can find that match I'm going to want to see. I'll be honest, Raquel Gonzalez, not that big a fan. Maybe it's her chokes or powerbomb that I hate, her finisher, the one-arm powerbomb, which doesn't make sense. It's not as impactful as a regular powerbomb because it's one arm, so both arms delivering all the pressure, which defeats the purpose of the power into the power bomb because it just makes you look strong. But I need you to win. I don't know if she's on the list, but we'll get to that when it comes. Colossus. I think it's a cutthroat side slam. I think there's another word for it, but the Colossus. First of all, I refuse to forgive the Colossus because it caused Jinder's title reign. He beat Randy Orton for it, which anyone knows who Randy Orton is, a 14-time world champion. It beat him for the belt. And he held for 6 freaking months. My neck hurts from that. Kinshasa. Or as Corey Graves called, Kinshasa. The most devastating knee strike I've ever seen in my life. There's no the Kinshasa is. He doesn't do anything. Shinsuke doesn't participate in the thigh slap when it comes to the Kinshasa. He just drives his knee into your face. That's all it is. Shayna Baszler, S tier, Kirifuda clutch. If they didn't kill her momentum and have her beat 5 people in the elimination chamber as she committed attempted murder on Liv Morgan when she choked her out, she could still be Raw Women's Champion from WrestleMania. That's all there is to it. Shayna Baszler is excellent, but they're putting her in a tag team with Nia Jax, which I kind of like, actually. Nia Jax is growing on me. Man, so is Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke growing on me. In the same way that moss grows on tables. Not at all. You didn't get the reference. Okay, so S tier. KOD. Torture Rack. Face Buster. It's hard to understand, but it's a beautiful move. It's phenomenal. Beat Sasha Banks the way Sasha sold her, put her move over like Rover, and then she won the SmackDown Women's title, which is good. A tier, last shot. S tier, he lowers his knee pad. Impact, runs the ropes. Impact, and then drives his knee into the back of your skull. Phenomenal impact. No pun intended. S tier. Look at the way it killed Johnny Gargano. Look at poor Johnny's face. Hold on. Look at poor Johnny's face. Oh. You know what? Let's zoom out a little bit. Look at poor Johnny. He's dying over there. Oh, the BBC. Oh, I'm sorry. The Big Bang Catastrophe. Yeah, Keith Lee. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Vince McMahon came up with the name for this. I'm pretty sure they did it on purpose. I guarantee you Vince came out with it. I guarantee you did it on purpose. They gave the big black guy the BBC finisher, the Big Bang Catastrophe. And it's for limited big man, maybe a Braun Strowman big man. But not the limitless Keith Lee. Because everyone knows Keith Lee has a better finisher. And it's not even on this list, which I'm kind of peeved about. But we all know he has a better finisher, and it's the Spirit Bomb. The Spirit Bomb. See. I just don't like it. It's a fireman's carry. People call it a fireman's carry jackhammer. It's a fireman's carry. It's an AA, but with a pin combo to it. And that's what's wrong. Let's see what this is. Is that Xavier Woods? I forgot what his finisher name is. It changes every week. I've seen elbows, sliding knees, whatever this is. It looks like Xavier Woods. I don't know what this is, but it looks pretty fire. So it's B. Lumbar check. Look at the way Brian Kendrick sold it. A tier. The legitimacy is there. It's the end of Heartache, but with a different setup. Mandible claw. It's not S tier, but when the Fiend does it, it's S tier. He pins you. He doesn't submit you. He pins you. He knocks you out, then he pins. Well, keeps his hand in your mouth and pins you. Murphy's Law. Let me tell you, it's a Samoan drop. Don't try to change it. It's a Samoan drop. It's good. It's good, but it's a Samoan drop. Just because he does a little whoop to it, it's a Samoan drop. Sharpshooter. We're moving on to the neutralizer. I'm gonna wait for the neutralizer. Nia Jax's leg drop. S tier. Are you telling me that the 6'1", 270-pound Nia Jax would drop her thick leg on a member of the women's division who's about 120, 130 pounds, but 5'4"? Would her neck not be crunched? Exactly. She would roast up all the holes, no pun intended. Actually, pun was intended. Boom. I'm going to save a neutralizer. I think I already said that I'm going to save that. It's automatically because that's got a story for that. What is Nikki Cross? Ooh. Swinging. It's a swinging. Where's Elias's move? It's just not over. No, but less people kick out of her, so it'll go up there. The pedigree. We ignore Ultimate Warrior nonsense. In the greatest wrestling match ever, where they spanned it, or they expanded, they hit it and kicked out of it. Phenomenal move. It's a double unhook facebuster. If you see the winning hit where someone accidentally sold it wrong, yeah, that's phenomenal. Walter. No matter what it is, it's going in S tier. If it's power bomb, if it's the chop, I don't care. It's going in S tier. Walter is the most. He doesn't know wrestling. His script is not real. Nope, we're not talking about the power. We're not talking about Braun Strowman at the moment. I don't forgive him for WrestleMania. Nothing like a child predator for him to hit that purple rainmaker. That came out terribly wrong. Are you telling me R-Truth's finisher is literally, to quote Simon Miller, the most devastating move in all of sports entertainment is a surprise roll-up? You know what? You got a buddy. You got a buddy, John. You got a buddy. Oh, wait, no. D, you got a buddy. The rear view. We're not going to go into the rear view. I'm not talking about that either. I don't forgive this. We're talking about the tsunami splash. That's going directly A tier. He has ended up reaching his peak career. The Riptide. Yeah. C. It's terrible. It's horrible. I don't even understand why she does it. I don't. It's weak. It's a pump handle slam. It just shows people you're strong. Like the Miz, we're putting this in B tier. Phenomenal move. It's beautiful. Shemexe. When he hits that skull crushing finale. Is that the three most devastating letters in all of sports entertainment? RKO, the one that killed Ricochet. S tier, obviously. Roman Spear. S tier. Sonya Spear. You got a buddy, John. I didn't know anyone could get there. Dolph Ziggler super kick. It's clean. It's so clean. The B tier though, but because you can't recreate Shawn Michaels. You really can't. The yes lock. Oh, the way he can move into any pop situation. I love it. Any crossface that's not the STF. Is that Angel Garza? Let me clear. Yep, that's the wing clipper. It's legitimacy. It's not there, but it's over, I guess. It's over. It's a lung blower, I guess. Not really, but the Uso splash. Do I have to speak? Do I need to speak? Is that? It's like a power bomb. So B. Twisted Bliss. D. It's a 100-pound girl just twisting in the air, flattening you. It's not a good move. There's no legitimacy there. And it's weak because she twirls, which takes away the momentum. The twist of fate. A. There's no question. None at all. Trouble in Paradise. Depending on the way he hits it. If he hits it, it does tend to look weak because he flips, which takes away a lot of the momentum. But I'm going to put it in B tier because it's still a great move. It's a great maneuver. It's one of them countless times. The Tombstone. We don't need to go into it. He's Undertaker. That's the least he gets. The stunner from Kevin Owens. It's not A tier. S tier because he's no Stone Cold, but there's no selling that he used to get. Storm Zero. A tier. Starship Band. Yeah, you know where you belong. It's weak. It doesn't make sense because all it truly does takes away the momentum, and it does. I saved the neutralizer and Styles Clash for last because they're the same move, different setups. AJ's is a lot more dangerous because AJ's like 5'10", and Cesaro's 6'5". But the Styles Clash will still go above. It's going, no, no, yeah, they're going right here. Let me move that over because. So that's my tier list. Now we got to do the S tier movements because, it makes sense. It only makes sense to see what one of the S tiers is ranked higher than the other. So I have to do this. Is the Tombstone better than the 619? Yes. Right now. Is the bank statement better than the 619? Oscar, yeah. Yes, it is. Is the bank statement better than the Oscar? Ooh, that's a tough one. Yes. Yeah, it is. It's definitely better. Is the bro kick better than the bank statement? No. O'Connor Old German better than no. The Claymore. Definitely. Yeah. I have to. Out of respect. Not the Kohina clutch. That's not better. The coup de grace. No, not even the curve stop. Oh, is that better than the Claymore? The curb stop. Yes. No. Actually, it is. Yeah, the curve stop's better than the Claymore. Like it's better. You can hit it so much more out of no. No, you can't. You can hit this out of nowhere. Oh God, it's not. Black Mass. No, it's gonna be hard for Deacon and Drew here. This armor, definitely not. End of days, close, not close enough. F5 will dethrone Drew McIntyre. The F5 has to. The Gargano escape. Oh, not today, buddy. Not the Haluva kick. Definitely not the insane elbow. Not the over the moonsault. The Kinshasa will dethrone Brock Lesnar for now. Last shot will have to dethrone that. The mandible claw will not do anything here. Neither will pedigree. The Walter chop, no. I don't want to be generic. But I do like the last shot better than the RKO. No, I don't. The RKO is the best finisher of all time. But literally, the last shot wins this list. The last shot is the best finisher in wrestling. And the worst will stay John Cena along with Sonya Deville's spear. It's a takedown theatrics. That's it. That's going to be the kills for today, guys. Keep up watch for those wrestling reviews. We're going to be posting this soon. I don't know when, but I'm going to post some. I have some other content. I have some drafts I haven't posted, so you're going to see those pretty soon. This is the Dr. Netflixology. I just want us all to know. I'm going to leave you off with a quote from a great man. Wise man once said, "Peace is not the absence of conflict. It's the ability to handle conflict by peaceful means." That came from a quote from my favorite president and my role model, my idol, Ronald Wilson Reagan, 40th president of the United States. Stay safe. Once we will get through this pandemic, and it will be over sooner than later. Then we can return to normalcy. Thank you. This is the Dr. Netflixology, and I bid you all a good day.